The 5 Mexican muralists that history tried to forget. Few artistic movements have impacted our country as much as muralism. Diego Rivera, José Clemente Orozco, Gerardo Murillo, and Rufino Tamayo are just a few of the names you've probably heard when the subject is discussed. But what about the women? That is why on this occasion, we bring together 5 of the most important Mexican muralists to vindicate them and revalue their work. Fanny Rabel. Born on August 27, 1922, until November 25, 2008. Like the other muralists already mentioned, Fanny Rabel also reflected in her murals issues related to social inequality in Mexico. Although Fanny Rabel was born in Poland in 1922, she came to our country at the age of 14. It was in 1939, at the Night School for Workers No. 1, that the artist began drawing and engraving classes. A year later, like Electa Arenal, she entered the School of Painting, Sculpture and Engraving, La Esmeralda, where she had personalities such as Francisco Zúñiga, Diego Rivera, and Frida Kahlo as teachers. With the latter, she took classes at La Casa Azul in Coyoacán and was part of the group called Los Fritos. Throughout her life, Rabel painted several murals, being Ronda and El Tiempo, the most important, made between 1964 and 1965, in the National Museum of Anthropology in Mexico City. Her style stands out for being surreal and expressionist, as well as being one of the first artists to speak about the environment in Mexico. Electa Arenal. Born on May 16, 1935, until June 12, 1969. Electa was the daughter of Elena Huerta, and as expected, she grew up under leftist political ideals. She studied at the National School of Painting, Sculpture and Engraving, La Esmeralda, and later Plastic Arts at the Academy of San Carlos. Early in her career as a muralist, she assisted her mother in the frescoes at the Antonio Naro Autonomous Agrarian University between 1951 and 1952 in Saltillo, Coahuila. In addition, she collaborated with Diego Rivera on the exterior murals of the Olympic Stadium in Ciudad Universitaria. His first work as an independent muralist was carried out in Holguín, Cuba, where he produced a work that includes the sculptural murals Canto a la Revolución in 1962, Adams and Children, in 1963, and Cuban Revolution, in the year 1965, as well as other bas-relief murals such as Childhood, in 1963, Maternity, in 1964, and Palomas, in 1965. In Mexico, she captured social content in different buildings in Mexico City. Maria Izquierdo. Born on October 30, 1902, until December 2, 1955. Maria Izquierdo was born in Jalisco in the year 1902, and she dedicated her life to painting. Her work was exhibited in Paris, Tokyo, the United States, Brazil, and India, and she is known for being the first Mexican plastic artist to exhibit abroad. This happened when Frances Flynn Payne invited her to exhibit her work at the Art Center in New York, where she received 14 oil paintings with portraits, landscapes, still lifes, and studies. In addition to these topics, Maria Izquierdo stood out for the leading role that she gave to women in her murals, making her problems and spaces visible. Some of her most famous works are La Turine, The Telephone, Circus Scene, Orquídeas, and Viernes de Dolores. Elena Huerta. Born on July 15, 1908, until the year 1997. This Mexican muralist was born in Saltillo in 1908. Throughout her life she had very strong political opinions, being a left-wing activist and one of the founders of the League of Writers and Revolutionary Artists. In addition, she dedicated her life to teaching, and she also founded the Children's Theater Company. As for her works, she is known for having painted the largest mural done by a woman in Mexico. This one measures 450 square meters. It is located in Saltillo and he finished painting it at the age of 65. Aurora Reyes. Born on September 9, 1908, until April 6, 1985. Aurora Reyes, born in Chihuahua in 1908, is considered the first Mexican muralist. This writer, painter, poet, social activist, and feminist, she entered the National Preparatory School in 1921, where she met Frida Kahlo. Both became great friends, and in 1946, Aurora, she captured this relationship in the work that she dedicated to Frida, called Portrait of Frida in Front of the Mirror. She dropped out of school, as well as St. Paul's Academy, which she later attended. She finished her studies self-taught and dedicated her life to social struggles such as education for the poorest, daycare centers for working mothers, and the vote for women, issues that she later reflected in her murals. Throughout her life, she painted 7 of them, the most recognized of hers being the mural Atentado a los Maestros Rurales, which shows a rural teacher beaten and vilified by the enemies of the homeland. This mural is located in the Centro Escolar Revolución, in the Colonia Doctores in Mexico City.